the organizers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and namaskar. It is indeed a privilege for me to be part of the summit 2016. And this summit has been organized at a very critical and crucial time after and in the wake of Paris Summit, which was held in December 2015 on climate change. The summit was attended by 195 high-level experts, including the presidents and prime ministers of different countries. It was pledged to control carbon emission level. This was agreed by the majority of the countries to share data and having a proper audit system. It was observed in the summit that the year 2014 was the hottest and temperature increased by 1 degree centigrade over last few decades, having a massive impact on environment and weather conditions worldwide. If business stays as usual, then it is expected that there will be a temperature increase by 4.5 to 5 degrees centigrades towards end of 3 to 4 decades, and sea level would increase by 1 meter, which is not sustainable at all and would have adverse impact on health and economic conditions around the world. And especially, some islands may disappear from the map of the world. The major contributor for carbon emission is of course coal, followed by liquid hydrocarbons and then gas. Having said that, gas remains least pollutant than coal when it comes to carbon emission. It is believed that if recommendations of Summit 2015 are implemented, then following outcome may be expected. Number one, existing coal power generation will have to be shifted to alternate technologies which are under active consideration to reduce carbon emission generated from this old and widely used energy resource. Oil may find less utility. I'm talking about future, maybe 20 years after 2016. Bulk of oil is being used in the transport sector. There may be a rapid trend to use hybrid fuel vehicles having higher efficiency. Most of the ships may start using LNG since its availability in different parts of the world may increase. And the transport, the road transport may be shifted and may use LPG, gas and electricity. Production of electricity from hydropower projects and alternate renewable energy resources, including solar and wind, may increase. China has already announced to double its solar PV production within this year. Ladies and gentlemen, with this background, the importance of this summit has increased further. To present this question before the experts and audience, to find the best energy mix for meeting the future energy requirement of SAARC member states, especially in the context of decisions of Paris Summit. If 55 members of the summit, if they sign the agreement, then it will become the law, and most of us will have to follow it. Although we like it or we don't like it, we have to follow it. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of transnational trade of electricity has thus further increased as envisaged by the SAARC heads of states at least 1 decade ago. The concept of energy ring has become more relevant and has to be implemented in the interest of the humanity. As far as SAARC Energy Center is concerned, it has been mandated to initiate, promote and facilitate and cooperate in energy sector of the SAARC member states for benefit of all. The multilateral energy ring will play a beneficial role for exchange of power not only within the region but also by extension from Central Asia to Singapore. Harry, your dream will come true. However, before achieving power transmission to Singapore and beyond, I foresee quite a few vital prerequisites. These includes, number one, setting up SAARC interconnection operator. This regional operator will function to coordinate the regional grid operation through close liaison with the transmission operators of member states. For promoting smooth development of SAARC energy ring, a SAARC interconnection regulatory commission and standards of manufacturing, testing, grid operation, and other quality standards in member states, those have to be found out. Setting up institutions in each country to coordinate and process the set prerequisites and to finalize implementation procedures is the need of time. Of course, all the economies of the world have to rely on meeting their energy needs through least cost option. I repeat, least cost option. Without least cost option, and this least cost option will be different for different countries. Thus, the ultimate regional energy mix would essentially be the least cost option, but with a greater share of hydropower along with other renewables, provided the Paris recommendations are implemented in its true letter and spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, South Asia is house of around 1.8 billion people, out of which more than 500 million earn less than $1 per day. They are living below the poverty line and poverty level. Per capita energy consumption of SAARC region stands at 364 kilograms of oil equivalent. In contrast to China, it is over 2,000, Europe 3,000, and USA 8,600 kilograms of oil equivalent. Hence, per capita energy consumption increase at affordable price. I repeat, at affordable price is a key to change the lives of our people, the lives of this region. The affordability is dependent on cooperation between each other for sharing the resources through win-win solutions. On the reserve side, picture is not that bleak, though there is a wide gap between demand and supply, mainly due to higher demand owing to large populations which we have unfortunately, and poor realization of potential resources that are available with us. This is particularly true for large untapped hydropower, solar and wind potential. This is again in line with the resolve of Paris Summit and vision of SAARC leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, at SEC, SAARC Energy Center, we strongly believe that domestic energy development and bilateral cooperation alone will not solve power crisis of South Asia. Engagements have to be multilateral, and for that we need to join hands for multi-power interconnection to enable regional power trading. Some of the existing and planned electricity transnational projects you all know are Bhutan, India, Bangladesh. In the interest of the time, I'm skipping that. India, Nepal, Kasa 1000, Sri Lanka, India, etc., etc. Similarly, IP pipeline project is under implementation. IP in Iran and Pakistan. Previously, it was IPI, but later on, somehow, India lost its interest. Notwithstanding the present position, another pipeline can be conceived, can be built to extend it to India. There was a comment which was made last evening. I would like to clarify that because I was part of that negotiation which was being concluded between the three ministers, Mr. Manishankar and Minister for Petroleum and Natural Resources, Pakistan, and the Iranian Minister. And it was decided that the pipeline will go to India, and the BTU of that gas was 1100 BTU per standard cubic feet. So it was not lean gas. I cannot think even in my wildest dreams that a pipeline can work and can operate and transmit only inert gases, and there will be no BTU in that. So probably that is that information has not been properly conveyed by media or somebody, but it was 1100 BTU per standard cubic feet. For power generation, you can operate power projects at 400 and 450 BTU per standard cubic feet. We are operating those. But still, this time, the new pipeline or the same pipeline. The same pipeline, actually, the Iranian side has already completed it. We have already, Pakistan has already started, pipeline infrastructure in Pakistan. So new pipeline can also be conceived, but you have to be very, very careful because, as I said, that unless it is least cost option, because everything revolves around economics and security of supply as well. Besides IP, TAPI project is also under serious consideration and much depends on improvement of law and order situation in the region. I strongly feel that transnational trade should materialize, may it be electricity, gas, or any other form of energy for betterment of 1.8 billion people of this region. For this purpose, SAARC Energy Center and SAARC Energy and SAARC advocates the culture of interconnections, since it would accelerate technical and financial resources for maximizing the benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thankful to the organizers for arranging this thought-provoking summit. I am confident that it will pave the way to find economical and sustainable energy solution for the region, and of course, it will be the least cost solution for all of us, a win-win solution. So we need to remain united, and we should remain in touch with each other. That consultative process should continue. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I've skipped many points, but in the interest of time, I had to reduce my speech. Thank you.